This is Todd from QRS Music. We're actually going to do an upgrade kit on a Baldwin Concertmaster that was built by QRS back in the day on this Baldwin piano in the living room, and we're just going to do some points and show you how fast to do this in a home. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go underneath the piano, and you see that we have a processor right here with the DB37 cable and a power cable. This is the only cables we're going to use for the new player system. This cable is running the front box. We don't need this anymore. So what we're going to do is take all these cords off of the piano that we won't use, take this processor box off, and we're going to put the new processor box on. We're going to connect to the existing speaker, and that's basically it. So we have a magnet, we call it the dog bone, says QRS on it. And this is what we're going to put on the piano to hold the new processor. We took the old processor off, and we're going to put the processor accessible to the old cord here. In this case, it's right here. And it's easily accessible for the Wi-Fi to be on and not visible from the bottom of the piano would be the best way to do it. This will get into the tight spots where you can't get basically a screw gun or a screwdriver in, longer one, and that's it. It comes with these two Velcro strips that hold the new processor on when you're moving the piano and stuff like that. You don't need them to be sitting in your living room. It's always good practice to put them in. So we get the processor out of our processor kit, and we get the antennas out. Don't forget, the antennas go on RFB and RFW, which are the outside spigots. And you just turn them on like this. And when we put them on the piano, on the processor, we want these antennas down towards the ground or visible or somewhere that they're not being way up in the piano, okay? And before I get under there, I take the PLX box out of the box. I put the 6-pin ribbon cable in here. You just push it in there. And I use a mini USB to USB on the other end that will eventually plug into the processor. That's the only cords you need. If you have a record system on your piano, you're going to have to use both headphone jacks. It's an input and output, and also the two host computer USB to square USB client here. That will allow your computers to talk to each other. You see right here on the end is power supply. Here's that cord that was power supply. So we're going to plug that guy in. Make sure your piano is off when you're doing this, and then you'll see that this just literally sticks. So now we can work with our hands free while that's sticking up there. We're going to plug in the USB to the USB host. Right there, there's two slots. We're going to plug into one, and the PLX cable goes in the side here where it says PLX. You have to kind of feel the exact slot because it can go up or above it or below it. You want to put it where it just sits there, and I kink it a little bit so you have a little bit of room when we're moving cords around. And lastly, we send you a dog bone, little dongle we call it, with the connector of the old QRS system. And then on the other side there's a slot, 1-inch ribbon cable. Make sure the silver side of the cable touches the silver fingers of the slot. That's how you plug it in. There's a blue side, and when the blue side goes in, it goes in upside down on the processor into the white little guy there we're showing you. And I just push it in. You feel it go in. And this is a magnet. So when you get that in, this sticks to there, so it holds the cable up, okay? Now we're going to bring our cable and plug it in, and that's basically it until we get to the speaker.